did last time was, I wouldn't say it was clever, I'd say it was actually pretty dumb. They had a guy, as soon as I came out, he's blasting this, some hip-hop song or whatever, and, really loud on a portable stereo, and, this guy's OC Transpo here. He's just gonna stand here. He'll wait till he goes. Yeah, he's just gonna stand over there. As I arrive, you can see this one. See if they have constables calling up. That's a bike rack there. So he's gonna cross the stand there. The moment I get here, you can see that. That's where I would be crossing there. He works for the OC Transpo too. Yeah, that's not a bus stop. It's just a bike rack. So we'll just stay for a little bit. Watch the skit. It's supposed to be timed so that he's over there when I cross the street, but I don't go along with a lot of these stupid skits. I just wait it out and film them when they're doing it, so that's what we'll do here. But last night they had a guy positioned there right as I came outside, and he's playing this song really loud. Okay, you see this here? See this? Okay. Not going to do any work there, so again, right away. And you see the guy positioned across there who works for the transit, who's been sent to just stand there where I'm going to cross. So you saw it this morning, they did the exact same thing, and tonight as I get out here, exact same routine there. Continued criminal stalking, I'll put that online tomorrow too. He didn't go in there, he drove up just right in front as I got here. Look at the street here. I want you to take a look at the street here, okay? And you'll see, again, 100% that's intentional. And you saw I uploaded a video today. So we're going to put that up again tomorrow, every time they do that. Nothing legitimate there, driving up to harass and intimidate. And see an actor here standing here staring at a phone too. So I'm going to wait this out until the transit employee there across the street who's standing there. Now you can see he's standing right by the path where I would cross there. So this morning, the moment I get, literally the moment I leave work and I'm about to cross the street, they drive up in front of me, right in front of me. As I get here tonight again, they drive up directly in front of me, attending to nothing. So car number was visible there. I think I got it with the footage, but so I guess they intend to do that every day. It just makes them look more stupid every time they do it. It just makes them look childish and unprofessional, but we'll document it every time they do it. I'm going to do a video on a couple of these people too, specifically today. We also have clear evidence 100% there that they're getting messages upon my arrival. And when I also, not only that, when I'm leaving work too, which again is clear proof of pre-planned intentional stalking. So and you can say all you want, they can say all they want about this crap about, oh, that's the road we would normally take to go. Yeah, okay, so you're going to take that at all different times, whenever I arrive and whenever I leave, on a completely otherwise quiet street. You can see this weirdo, creepy person giggling here, and then, you know what, see what that's an Ottawa Transit employee there too, standing over there. Right along the pathway, not a bus stop, just an area there. So let's reiterate again. This morning, literally as soon as I leave work, these stalkers drive up in front of me to purposefully intimidate. I arrive here tonight on my way to work. They drive up in front of me again to purposefully intimidate. You can see, anywhere you go, they're going to put these weirdos around you. Now you can see the stalker over there going back across the street who works for OC Transpo. He's told to, he went over there the second I came outside too, to stand there in the pathway. I'm gonna wait a little bit more, see if we get any more activity. Yeah, so it doesn't matter whether that's the road they take to get to wherever. The point is, everywhere you go in different areas, people showing up the exact moment you're leaving your workplace, that's criminal stalking and harassment, especially when it's gone on for over 2 years and you've documented it and you've made it very clear that it's unwanted. The fact that that persists is proof of criminal stalking and harassment. Anyone can see that. So, by the standards of the law, that's what that is. And they continue to do it purposefully, intentionally, to harass and intimidate. Again, it's not gonna. They try to get to these situations where they're going to get to be able to provoke some interaction. It's not going to work. I'm just going to put it up every time. I'm going to speak about them specifically, their names, the people involved. The one guy, Flint, Constable. Sorry, this is them again here. Okay. Just want to see this car here. Yeah, drive away. Drive away. I can't hear you. Say again. Do I need something? I'm not allowed to look at you? Yeah, I'm looking at you. You know exactly why. You know exactly why. I'm not going to talk to you. Yeah, you know exactly why. The video will be up tomorrow. B220296. What's your name? What's your name, sir? Okay, not going to provide that, eh? Okay. It's okay, I got you on camera. Same guy came back too. See that? So I'm gonna film him for as long as he's here. Ah, shoot, that's not it there. So I'm gonna be a little late. I'm gonna show you too. You can see that guy just broke right through the gate there. The guy that just entered there. You can see what he did. He just literally almost broke the gate off. Walked right through, slammed right through it. That was on camera too, what he just did there. The guy slamming through the gate. Are the constables is the constable who's here gonna go up and say anything? No. That was on camera, you could see that. He just literally broke right through the gate without paying. And you see there's constables on site. They're parked right there. Are they gonna do anything about that and talk to him? Of course not. So the guy just trespassed, broke right in. Slammed through that automated gate there. And there's a constable on site, and the constable's not even moving, despite the fact that they have cameras there to let him know when I've arrived. Purposeful harassment, and you can see how he pretends like he doesn't know what's going on too. It's ridiculous. Their goal is to stop me from being able to use public transit to get to work, and that's what it's all about. Pre-planned. The other time when they had Alex Gallipo parked on a lawn, driving his car up onto a lawn over there. No one would do that naturally unless they're close to where I'm working. They had that situation intentionally set up, knowing that I would want to get footage of the person because they've been doing these things for 2 years. They then use that as an excuse to do the whole trespass thing because I stepped onto the lawn there. And then they start lying and saying there's a previous occasion I've been trespassed. I have clear evidence that never happened because I've recorded every interaction with these weirdos. He'll probably move over to the other way too if I film from there for long. Coming in, you could see right at the gate there, the one guy slammed through the gate without paying. This guy's right on site. That's his job, to deal with things like that. He didn't even go move or anything, and they have cameras here monitoring that stuff. So we can establish he's not even here to do his job. They came back because they knew I was just sitting there out front, right? So when they drove up in front of me to intimidate, I got the footage, and they had a transit employee going across the street to sit there lingering where they knew I was going to cross. I waited for that just to catch the footage, and then I'm just sitting there, and he pulls back again right in front of me. So I just walked over just to get footage, and then to provoke some sort of thing, he rolls down the window to try and get me to say something angry or whatever. And you'll see where he's positioned. He's just going to sit there, so that's fine. And just sit here too. Time now, okay, 10:30. No, that's the time. I'm going to show you he's going to be sitting here getting paid to do nothing. Okay. Glad I got the creep on camera though, at least, and the car number. He didn't want to provide his name though, so that's fine. Or number, badge number, and I suspect what he'll do is he'll linger there for a bit, and then he'll go and drive off into the corner and just sit there. You can see he's getting paid to do nothing. You could see a guy literally trespassed and slammed right through without paying, and this guy's didn't go to deal with that or anything at all. Even though that's his job to deal with things like that. So people trespassing, going right into the station while he's here, and his job is to deal with such situations, and instead he's just sitting in his car over there, and again showing up the moment I come outside here, and then driving back after already passing by, and driving up in front of me. There we go. There we go. Notice it now? See, they don't like when you record them for extended periods of time, so look at the fire truck down there, huh? You had to have seen how quiet that side street is there too. There's no one there. So, but they want to get any flimsy excuse. They're trying to create some sort of excuse by getting an interaction to be able to trespass me and stop me from being able to take public transit. That's what it is. That's why they're continually sending these people. Very important to note that situation right there as I came in again. What did we just see? You saw a guy come right up just next to me and literally smash through the gate there without paying. This guy's right here, that's his job. They have cameras all throughout these stations everywhere. So someone saw that happen, and he's not going over to deal with that while somebody was trespassing. You saw that very clearly. He's been told to stay here as long as I'm here, so I'm gonna wait. Clear, unquestionable evidence of him not doing his job at all. While somebody's trespassing there, he's here on site. While somebody trespassed, literally breaking right through the gates and going into the station. He didn't even go over, he didn't do anything about it. It's on the cameras, they can see it on the cameras. Instead, he's here because I'm here. So that's all they're doing, right? That's their whole purpose, it's just to do things like this. They don't actually do legitimate work, and it's no exaggeration to say that either, because you could see right there, that's clear negligence of his job. His job is to stop people from trespassing, okay? And other such things here. So yeah, I just looked over when he came back again, and then he stops and says, "Oh, can I help?" Like, give me a break. Anyone could see that the guy knows exactly why he's here. So that was like, I'm not going to talk to you, just I'm going to provide your name or not, that's it. He wasn't going to provide his name, so that's fine. This was not a case of him pulling up here to do his job. You can clearly see that, because as I just showed you right there, someone smashed right through the entry gate and trespassed, and this guy's just sitting over there in his car. There's no excuse for that either, because they have people monitoring the cameras in these stations all around. So that's how they know when I'm getting here and when I'm exiting, because they get sent a message. I also have the other footage of the one day when I arrived here, and you got a guy sitting in a hammock, lying down in a hammock on the property, camping out there, and they're not doing anything about it. They're allowing him to trespass, set up a hammock there. So why are these people being paid over $100,000 a year? You got to ask yourself that. And the only reason this person's here is because I'm here. And they've been doing the same thing for 2 years. You saw that there. As soon as he came back the second time after driving by the first time, I then just stood up just to get footage of him when he pulled in. And then he rolls down the window, hoping that he can provoke some sort of argument or get me to say something which can lead him to, so that he can create further slander about me, which is what they do. They tell all the new people who they bring in a bunch of lies and slander, that I'm recording them just to cause problems. It's to document what they've been doing for 2 years. That's all there is to it. Has nothing to do with that, anything like that. What they tell them, they lie to the people who they're getting to do these things. And he's just getting paid to sit in his car here, you can see. Their goal is to stop me from being able to use public transit to get to work, and that's what it's all about. Pre-planned. The other time when they had Alex Gallipo parked on a lawn, driving his car up onto a lawn over there. No one would do that naturally, unless they're going to. Close to where I'm working, they had that situation intentionally set up, knowing that I would want to get footage of the person because they've been doing these things for 2 years. They then use that as an excuse to do the whole trespass thing, because I stepped onto the lawn there. And then they start lying and saying there's a previous occasion I've been trespassed. I have clear evidence that never happened because I've recorded every interaction with these weirdos. So he's going to stay here as long as I'm here, and he's been told to probably drive away when I leave. So you can see he's doing no work. He's just sitting in the vehicle literally. And we've seen somebody walk right in, smash through the gates, and trespass while he's been sitting in his car, getting paid to do nothing. Again, the only reason I document these things is because of the continued harassment of these people for 2 years. It's not some auditor situation where I'm doing that for any sort of thing like that. Those people are frauds, the auditors anyway. They're not real. They stage fake interactions with the police. These types of things, these criminal harassment campaigns run by CSIS are real. And these people have been given immunity to do these things. They've been told if the person files charges that they'll just find ways of wriggling out of it and that they won't be held accountable. And that's why they're so aggressive in doing these things. So documenting it is very important. They don't like that when you put that out there. They don't like when you have extensive evidence of these things because it doesn't make them look good. It shows people who they really are. Many of the people involved in these organizations are Masons also, and it's not coincidental that they're knowingly taking part in these criminal harassment activities. You can see they sent the fire department up there too. So this is anytime if I linger for any amount of time, they'll do things like this. They'll have them show up. You can see I think it might have been. I think it was probably the same guy who showed up first when I got here, and then because I lingered there, I waited for a little bit. Because as soon as, literally, right as I came out, they sent a guy to stand staring at a phone right across the street where they knew I was going to be crossing. In an area where there's no bus stop, he's just standing there lingering. He was a transit employee as well who works here. So they have a lot of them taking part in these things. So I said, okay, I'm just going to wait. Let's wait it out until he leaves. And then again, first the constables drive up in front of me, not stopping here. Then I think it was the same one here. Comes back, drives up in front of me, and then as I get up, just to get some closer footage, to get a closer view, he rolls down the window to try and provoke some sort of thing to get me to argue with him or whatever. And that was it. You can see I didn't argue with him. I just said I don't want to talk to you, and I told him you know why you're here, so he knows exactly why. This is all just to create stress for the person all the time. When you have to deal with these things and they know you're recording it, it's to create stress whenever you go out, and it's to always put the person in a situation that's stressful. He hasn't moved from there since he came in. You can see, just sitting in the vehicle. This person here makes over $120,000 a year to do this, or close to that, I think. It's over 100,000 for sure. While people who do minimum wage jobs actually do real work and contribute more than these criminal Masons in these positions who get pampered and promoted just because of their status within lodges. So I expose that regularly too, and that's why they continue these harassment campaigns. But when they put somebody on a watch list like this to do these things to them, the people who they utilize are usually assured that there will be no repercussions. So if the person tries to use the legal system to press charges, to take legal action, it's very difficult for them. First of all, lawyers are very expensive to deal with such a situation. And even if you get a pro bono lawyer, there's going to be things done to mess with that situation too, because they have a lot of judges who are Masons and a lot of people within the legal system in general. And then of course if you do take legal action, they ramp up the harassment activities a lot. So you can hear the guy making coughing noises. I think that's that Somali guy there, probably. So that's what they do. He hasn't moved yet, you can see, just sitting there. No legitimate work being done. We've witnessed a person trespassing while this guy's been here. So we see for sure he's not even doing his job. And they can see everything in these stations. That's how they know exactly the moment when I'm arriving, because they have people monitoring the cameras here. Yet when somebody's trespassing and literally breaking through the gates without paying, they're not going to deal with that, even though it's clearly visible on the cameras. So that further establishes that they're not doing their jobs and ripping off taxpayers completely and making over $120K a year to do absolutely nothing other than stalk, harass, and intimidate law-abiding citizens. Last night when I arrived, they had that guy, as soon as I step out, this was intentional too and pre-planned, 100%. He's blasting some, I don't know, hip-hop music really loud on a stereo. And they know what I record right from the moment when I come through those gates there each night. So they're hoping that they know if that was really loud, it would be in the video. And they're hoping that I would get a copyright for that too. That's what it was, I know that. But, I mean, really, they must think I'm pretty dumb to not know to take that out. So I just edited that part out. There's a way you can do that, edit that out without taking out the rest of the audio around it. So I was able to do that. Well, we've been about 15 minutes here thus far. You can see that guy's just walking off from the property. They're not supposed to exit that way. This guy's just sitting in his car. It's basically a safety hazard there if you're walking out from there where the buses are coming out. So he sees him doing it too. He's sitting in his car. He's not saying anything to him at all. Not doing his job at all there. You see that? He just walked right off the property over there. That's the ramp where the buses come in. So that's dangerous to do that. If you come in from that area, there's like a $200 fine. There's a sign saying that. And then, as you can see here, I have some guy wearing a bear costume. Honestly, look into what the bear represents to some of these creeps within Masonic circles, and you'll be thoroughly disgusted, but not surprised. Yeah, he's been told to wait here as long as I'm here. So. Yeah, the whole thing, it's done to, well, that there was done so he could try to provoke some argument and to create some sort of situation to gaslight and blame the person who they're harassing. They always have to do that. They always have to invert the situation, and they're trained to do that too. They're trained to always invert and blame the person who's the subject of the stalking and the harassment. So that's what his intent was there. All I was doing was just literally just looking at the vehicle to get footage, and he will try and get some interaction. Again, he's just getting paid to sit in the vehicle, not moving the entire time. I've seen somebody trespassing while he's been here. So why are you paying these people? Why are you paying these people to stalk law-abiding citizens and not do anything that you're told they actually do? They don't do anything that you're told they do. Like, nothing. They don't keep people safe. They don't help in any situation, legitimate situation. They're not deterring people from trespassing, and that's costing money for the transit company itself when people do that. And on top of that, it's vandalism when somebody slams through something like that, and they have it all on camera, yet they didn't get this guy to go over there. Yet when I arrive, anytime I arrive here or leave, they do have the camera footage, and they have these people show up. So for the people who aren't aware that these things are going on, you need to wake up and understand what's going on in this country. It's really, really disturbing and troubling. And all of these public service positions have these criminals who are more than willing to partake in these activities within them. All public service positions. They're perfectly fine with stalking and harassing people who have broken no laws and done nothing wrong. They're perfectly fine with participating in staged events, literally sometimes events where the media is telling people that people died when these people know that nobody did, to deceive them for the purpose of enacting new laws to restrict freedoms, for imposing new tyrannical laws. That's why they do those things, those staged events that these people are involved in. And so it just completely delegitimizes them that they take part in these things, and it's irrefutable that they do also. So it's coordinated between these public service people, the media, and they have a large amount of people who they use as essentially community-based agents, or you could refer to them as government informants, and they take part in these activities too. So I think it's just about, they know what time I have to go to work because they're stalkers and they know exactly where I work, and that's why they're showing up at the exact moments when I'm leaving work too, which you see the clear evidence of. So, okay, 10:56. I'm gonna go now. We'll see if he drives out. If they show up tomorrow, I'll film for longer. I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna go now. We'll see if he drives out. No movement yet, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, they have a guy with a bear costume. It's because I've said in the video, I know what that whole bear symbolism means, and it's really disgusting. If you look into it, and all those Masons know what it means too. It's a really vile reference, so they like mocking people and stuff like that. They're in a red shirt. Yeah.